So here is the front cab of our Euphoria build. You have all the standard features from Mercedes. We're gonna back this guy outside. That way we can use the cameras, use our mirrors, of course, and then we're gonna film this whole walkthrough. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We're gonna show you one of our Euphorias. This is an XL. We're gonna do the outside, we'll do the inside. There's a bunch of stuff on the inside you haven't seen us do before. We're excited to show this to you. Obviously, you can tell right off the bat, this has a full color wrap change. The same company that does our mountain topo scene in either our satin black or our topo hood did this full color change for this customer. So you got running boards on both sides, obviously. These are the BFG KO3s. They are 33 inches, so they're 295/70/17s with our Ryka super singles. You saw the adjustable shock that we add up there. Across the front here, so this is the standard wrap. We either do a satin black or we do a topo, like you'll see kind of far down there. This is our normal Flatline VanCo bumper, the same worn 12,000-pound winch we do with the full skid plate underneath. So that's a license plate spot, but you have skid plate underneath there. You actually see a little rock light. We'll talk about those later. He added some lights up here, so you can see we can do those to the bull bar, or someone can do that in the future if they wanted to add it after they get a van from us. So just like you see optional lights here, we can do the optional RRR lights that cut in here for a little bit more sleek look. These are also pretty awesome. The Baja amber lights. Other side, you see the same super singles, or the same Ryka rim that's part of the super single sets. Going down the side here, you have a Gerard power awning. So it comes out about 8 feet, it's 14 foot wide. It has a motion sensor, so like a wind sensor, so if it gets too windy, it'll close itself to save it. You have our steps. Pull out the little safety pin, lift it up, drop it to its first setting. There's multiple settings, pull it out. If we were super uneven, we can adjust the feet, we can bring that down. That's basically where it'll be at most times for customers. It is pitched a hair forward, so I could even drop it down one notch to pick up the first step a little bit. You have our entry handle, that's gonna get you through that turn overland door. We have a bunch of turn overland windows, we'll show you more of those on the inside. You'll see our a lot bigger cargo capacity door now, so these are lockable. And then you'll see that you now have 32 inches in here, 36, and then the full width. So what you'll see back here is everything is standard except for the air chuck. So underneath that hood, just popping the hood to show you briefly. The air compressor is down in here. We got a little bit of wiring to clean up. And then you have another chuck as well, and a chuck back here so you can fill up tires, bikes, anything you need to do. Especially it's more or less if you're airing down here, you can air back up rather easily. Outlet back here, it's heated as well. You have lights on both sides. The other side you'll see an outdoor shower. We'll walk around and show you that side too. Our super heavy duty bumper, tail lights. You have the Flatline VanCo aluminum box here. This is a great spot for cooking outdoors. But say you had something super heavy that you want to go inside there, you just lift this piece out, and now you have more access to comfortably lift something inside there. So it's pretty sweet. Right now it has this great tank, drain, some shore power if you need it, the outdoor shower pieces, a couple other items going here. He also has added this top piece here. So if you want to store stuff that you don't even want to put in here, or a fuel can, extra water or something like that, anything. I mean, there's a ton of storage and everything here, but he just said, you know what, why not have a little bit more? So we added this on top for him. So it's a pretty sweet little basket up there. All this is lockable. You can add stuff on top here, shovels, axes, things of that nature. But it's quite heavy duty. It's all aluminum, so fairly light as well. You'll see another turn window, our spare tire. You'll see probably a couple of our shorts, but one of our new things we do is standard are these flush mount Baja lights. So even though the little taillights have reverse, which is perfectly fine during the day, but if you're off-road or remote campsite or something like that, and you're trying to back up, flip those on so you actually see everything that's happening at nighttime and back up safely. Then you got your hitch with your 7-pin, and that's where the camera is. So that's your backup camera, that's your Furion. So it's 12-volt powered, and it Bluetooths to your actual screen up there. Wireless camera, that's in the back. You can actually add a couple more cameras. So this customer did add additional ones. So we have one up top that we can see really far down. It's mostly so if he wanted to do, say, a bike rack or something that might obstruct this. If he has, bikes that go straight up and down, then he's going to use that camera to see past his bike. So that screen can do up to 4 cameras. So then our spare tire here, that's that super single spare. That's why it's engraved spare. So what it is, it's dual drill, dual surface. The way it's facing right now would be a front tire. And then you can see it's surfaced here, and there's extra holes. So if you were to flip this around, that goes in the back tire. So people always ask about rotation. The front tires can swap left to right, the back tires left to right, and then the spare is only used if something were to actually happen to one of those 4 tires. And we always have it up here, that way it's not, you know, underneath, because generally speaking, when you need a spare tire, it's never in a good situation. You might be stuck in the mud, you might have all types of problems, where this is a lot easier access than trying to crawl underneath something to get it out. The peak underneath back here, you can see we have super high clearance. You can see the back sides of a drain, the back sides of the new fender wells. That's all aluminum one-piece fender wells now. You'll see the customer has a differential skid, so that's an option that we offer, and he decided to add that to his rear axle there. You'll see the upgraded shocks, they're fully adjustable, and then the new leaf springs as well. Hopping over to the driver's side, there you are. On the driver's side cargo area, you can see outdoor shower, it's hot and cold. If you're going to super cold environments, you have a switch that you can just turn on here. That's gonna be for a heater pad for the gray tank. It's self-regulating, so you don't have to really worry about it. Lights, you have a way to see everything that's happening, fresh and gray. And passive vents on the very center top and over here, because that vent over there is actual heat. So this is gonna be passive, again, airflow by the batteries, that's all back there. You have your L-track, you have your lawn seal flooring, and then our new hex ply up top. So you can see where I'm standing. We mentioned on the other side, where this door from our prototype is 3 inches wider and an inch taller. That's gonna get everything in it easier. I mentioned it, but I'll say it again, 32 inches wide, 36 tall, full width. And then next to the outlet in the back there, you can see that other air chuck for the compressor that we spoke about earlier. Outlet, because we have a lot of people that have electric bikes, so it's just a way to charge your bikes back here safely. And this is so you can just tie down all your goodies. You know, all your toys, all your bikes, all your, you know, extra luggage, or maybe, you know, the wife or the husband, whoever's in trouble, can sleep back here. I mean, at least it's heated. And finishing it up on the driver's side, you'll have your lockable water fill, and then shore power. While you really won't need it, it's there just in case. Speaking about power, there's 1,080 watts of solar up top. It's just about a 15 kilowatt hour battery bank, so it's Battleborn batteries, 48 volts. Then Starlink, and this customer opted for an additional fan, so you'll see that when we get inside. All right, let's follow me to the inside so we can check it out. So dual pane acrylic window. This one doesn't open, so it only has a blackout shade. But this is insulated, it's lockable. Some people use this for additional storage. A lot of people use it for a little garbage can when you're outside. Super robust. You know, it doesn't really just break like regular RV doors. So here's where you're gonna see all the main differences. Really, we'll start up front. So this customer opted to have a lot bigger opening. So we decided to carpet all that, make it all pretty for them. So we have this whole opening. Those seats actually on swivel. Maybe I'll see if I can swivel this one around. There we go, a little different spot. So I mentioned it before, now you can see it, this seat swivels, that seat swivels, you know, so you can kind of hang out, everybody here with people on that bench seat. So this seat here is where their son's gonna be. Normally we're standing in our shower location, but no shower, added a window. Added this bench seat, and this actually folds into a 73-inch bed as well. So whatever the width is here, I think it's like 32 inches, 33 inches by about 73. So that'll be an additional bed for their child. And then you have 2 forward-facing seats. They'll be full timing in this. On this side is where you would normally see our fridge stack. So we did aluminum cabinets up top here. We did an isotherm, so this is a freezer on this side, refrigerator on this side, and then we did a totally different sink. So this one, even though he has a lot of countertop space everywhere, he wanted a little bit more. So this one has, you know, a tech van life that pulls up. You know, that's your actual sink faucet there, pulls out to do things, pushes away, and then you can put this back on top. You see you have more prep surface area. So on this side, you'll see a little window, you'll see an outlet. That's your water pump, since your sink is right here. Cabinetry above, and then additional cabinet down below. Additional storage in there for larger items. He has full access. That's his shades and stuff for fans and up front. You can see access there. You can slide his doors this way and get full access here. So it's just additional storage for him. Moving around to the driver's side. So above the bench, all additional cabinetry. You can see up top here, I think we showed you a little short where we tested it. That was there. This was hollow at the time. Now it sounds the same. What we did was we added the flooring, added the sound ending in there. We always carpet our floor as well. Your biggest sound will be not necessarily different things, you know, rattling. What's going to happen is anything you put in there touching each other is really your sounds in your RV. So this is our new matte color. This is sage green. You see it a few different times in some shorts. We do a matte blue as well. We have a few other colors potentially coming out. You'll see for different customers coming up soon, actually. So here's our microwave. It's standard. It's always coming from us in any model. So it's convection, it is smart fry, and it's regular microwave. And all this runs off your battery power and your solar, so you don't have to worry about plugging in to even run something like this. Here you're gonna have an 18-inch cabinet, additional countertop, 3 drawers. You know, they're full depths, carpet at the bottom for noise. Outlet, USBs. You have additional cabinetry. It runs all the way down to the back wall. As you can see, this guy has a ton of cabinetry. We even take a look behind us real quick. More upper cabinets, and then more drawers. And then you have benches, where the one behind me over here has full storage inside that one. And then this one has an aqua hot and some of your electronics as far as breakers and fuses, so no storage underneath that one. It's gonna have all the fuses and breakers. So when you open this one, there's no access because you can't store things in there because all the electrical and stuff, but you could remove this panel and get to it. While we're looking this way, you're gonna see all your, everything that's happening. So your fresh tank, your waste tank, you know, power going in, power going out. Main lights here for everything that's going on. Awning, more USBs, more outlets. Aqua hot stuff, that's your hot water and also your heat, so hydronic heating. It's on-demand hot water, so you can have all 50 gallons be hot. So this is a 50-gallon tank, and then again, on-demand hot water. And then there's your Starlink, so you turn that on, Starlink will power on. You turn it off if you're not using the Starlink, save a little power, but it's 12-volt converted. Usually they're like 110. Even though this client will not need it. Say they had a guest for something that wasn't gonna sleep there, and they had a 4th person. You unscrew a couple of stuff here. It squishes down. These cushions then make it an additional bed across here, maybe for a pet. While I'm sitting, we can show you the back. So you can see the additional family added. That works on a 170 model. The 144 doesn't, there's too much happening on the roof for it to fit additional fan. He put it there so they can have, say they're in a nicer climate, doesn't need air conditioning, not much humidity. You open the back windows or one back window, and you'll just turn the fan on and get a whole breeze right over top of your head. They can do the same in the front there. They can open that big window next to the bench seat, turn that fan to draw air out. And then you can have, that'll be pulling the air from outside and kind of forcing a breeze over that front area. But talking about the air conditioning, it was 48 volt, 12,500 BTUs. It's net zero during the day. So we have so much solar on top that we can blast that AC and we're not even losing any power. We've proved it multiple times. We proved it to a dealer in Arizona. They didn't believe it. We just turned it on, and the whole hour and so that we talked to them, the controller stayed at 100%. Under the mattress, you have the Froley system. You'll see we use that as springs. So it's a super sweet system, comes from like the marine world. It also is gonna give the mattress up off, so you have airflow, so it'll never mold. The biggest thing, even with the memory foam mattress, it still gives you that spring, so it contours your body a lot better. Above the bed there, you'll see some reading lights. Those come with us all the time. They have USBs in them as well. That was a quick walkthrough, obviously a more custom one that we've done, but we wanted to show it to you. We didn't really talk too much about the system, so we'll just give you another rundown on them. 1,080 watts of solar, a standard, the Starlink standard, and the 48 volt air conditioner. It's just under 15 or around 15 kilowatt hour battery bank, so it's Battleborn batteries. Everything else is Victron, so a 3,000 watt inverter, the solar controller, all your different fusings, and everything else is all Victron from us back there. Aqua hot system, so it's the 125D, meaning it runs off your diesel because there's no propane on this, so it's either electric or that one item that runs off diesel. That is your hydronic heating. So there's 3 zones, and then that's gonna be your continuous hot water. So 50-gallon fresh tank, 31-gallon gray. So all 50 gallons could be hot if someone really wanted it to be. Be sure to follow this channel and subscribe to it. You'll see a ton of videos of coming out. We're going to do a twin bed model coming out soon. Welcome back to the channel, guys. We're going to show you the walkthrough of a 2026 Euphoria XL TB. So that is our twin bed model. We're going to jump to the outside and we'll get right back inside. Build is done, so it's ready to be filmed. And then we'll do an updated on our regular Euphoria and all the different updates is that, so you can see what the 144-inch wheelbase looks like as well. Forgot to mention, so we kind of just throw it in real quick, the fuel tank. So this has an upgraded fuel tank. That's a 45-gallon. It fits on our XLs. They do not have one that fits on the 144-inch wheelbase yet, but the 170 can do a larger fuel tank. Though we are in talks with them to try to develop one for the smaller one for people that want extended fuel travel. And again, be sure to subscribe because very soon you'll have our brand new, you can see it right out there, twin bed model with our new mountain scene that goes across the front cab. But that's got walkthroughs coming out soon.